Time 14 minutes. Distance 1.57 kilometers. Average heart rate 113. Workout average pace 8 minutes 53 seconds per kilometer.
So good morning everybody. Carlos here, running at Cedar Hill Golf Course on the Chip Trail. Just about to arrive at Kings Pond. What a weekend. What a weekend I've had already. What with the rain, not being able to ride either of my bikes for a while. This is where the ducks rule. Hello ducks. Hello ducks, just coming through. Hello ducks. Hi. Wow. They're hungry today.
Distance 1.69 kilometers.
Hello.
Average heart rate 118. Workout
I'll go
average pace
behind you here.
seconds per kilometer.
Look, ducks. Look at that, eating out of your hand.
Oh, yeah. He's a good boy.
They were literally eating the oats out of his hands. A little bit of a nature interlude for you there. This place is famous for its wildlife. Even though it's a golf course now, it used to be farmland, and before that it belonged to the Hudson Bay Company back in the 1880s. The McRae family built a homestead
Time
here.
16 minutes. Distance 1.78 kilometers. Average heart rate 111. Workout average pace 8 minutes 57 seconds per kilometer.
They built a homestead here, and they kept it going until 1994, when the last McRae, the old lady, died, and Saanich bought the last bit of property and converted the whole farmstead, farm, and the 9-hole golf course that the McRaes were running as a business towards the end into an 18-hole golf course that is now run by the municipality of Saanich. I'm using my trail shoes today because
Time 17 minutes. Distance 1.90 kilometers. Average heart rate 118. Workout average pace 8 minutes 53 seconds per kilometer.
I used them yesterday on a trail run, so they're no longer virgin. They have a few spots on them, mud in the tracks kind of thing. So I figured, okay, so I've broken them in, I'll use them. This is what they're for. They're not to stay pristine in their box, that's for sure. So that side of the business is going great. 2 pairs of new running shoes. Whoopee! As I climb up, and ever up the undulating chip trail around the golf course. So lots of things have gone wrong this
Time
week.
18 minutes. Distance 2 kilometers.
Hi there.
Average heart rate 129. Workout average pace 8 minutes 56 seconds per kilometer.
Firstly, the rain prevented me from riding my bike. Secondly, my younger son, was out and about going to work, missed his bus. And I think he missed his bus because I asked him if he needed a ride, which he stopped to answer the phone because Norma and I were out and about and we knew he was in the area. Anyway, when he said that he'd missed his bus, that kind of answered the question whether he needed the ride. But he claims it wasn't answering the phone to me that caused him to miss his bus. It was As he was
Time
leaving
19
the
minutes.
house,
Distance 2.12 kilometers. Average heart rate 120. Workout average pace 8 minutes 56 seconds per kilometer.
he slipped on the stairs and his glasses flew into the bushes. So he had to spend a minute looking for those without his glasses. So that's probably what put him behind on the bus schedule. Plus he has about a 25-minute walk to get to the bus stop. So the buses are about 20 minutes apart. So we did him a good turn. But because we were out and about, I forgot that I had put a small saucepan on the stove and had it on very low light because I was only planning to be out for 20 minutes or so.
Time 20 minutes. Distance 2.20 kilometers. Average heart rate 131.
Talking of 20
Workout average
minutes,
pace 9 minutes 4 seconds per kilometer.
I have to pick up my pace a little bit pretty soon, but I'm just admiring this little growth of mushrooms on a rotten log on the chip trail.
Workout resumed.
I was going to take a photograph of them, but nah. Hi. I'll just eat them instead. I do hope they're not toxic. But I do quite often stop and eat on the way, be it berries, mushrooms, wrapped candy from Halloween, that kind of thing. Obviously windfall apples and pears and plums. The urban
Time
forager.
21 minutes. Distance 2.31 kilometers. Average heart rate 121. Workout average pace 9 minutes 4 seconds per kilometer.
Right. Let's talk more action coming up. I now have a fair bit of downhill, which should put me under the 9 minutes per kilometer mark. These new shoes did remarkably well yesterday on the wet rocks. I always test out my trail shoes on a certain section of Irvine Trail going up. It's safe to try the slip test on an uphill. Not so safe. Not so safe on a
Time 22
downhill.
minutes. Distance 2.45 kilometers. Average heart rate 123. Workout average pace 8 minutes 57 seconds per kilometer.
Well, there you go. 8:57. And I have no real reason to stop just yet. My heart rate is high. My heart rate is low. I turned off the zone change reminders. They were getting a little bit annoying. All last week I had the zone changes switched off. And I noticed that I was running faster. Because, my dippy old heart does fluctuate quite a lot throughout the minute. So I can wait a minute to get a summary of the heart rate rather than have it interrupt every time I go from
Time
zone.
23 minutes. Distance 2.60 kilometers. Average heart rate 130. Workout average pace 8 minutes 51 seconds per kilometer.
Well, there you go. Other than the on the minute heart rate, I'm just having to play it by ear now. Some more mushrooms. They look a little more dangerous, those ones. So I'll leave them alone. They were orange in colour and somewhat like an umbrella that's been blown backwards on itself. Crossing Bowker Creek. Hello. Hi. Both those people didn't hear me. They both had their earbuds in. Well, they both had the
Time 24 minutes.
over-the-ear.
Distance 2.72 kilometers. Average heart rate 123. Workout average pace 8 minutes 49 seconds per kilometer.
The over-the-ear earphones. Headphones, I think they used to call them. Talking of earbuds, today's activities started way late because I managed to lose an earbud. Well, getting back to the story of the saucepan, it burnt dry. It boiled dry, so we came back to a kitchen full of smoke, but on a week when a lot of things had gone wrong, I knew that with a bit of scrubbing I could get that back in shape again, which it is now usable. But the earbud story, that one is interesting.
Average heart rate 119. Workout average pace 8 minutes 54 seconds per kilometer.
I keep my e-bike in the woodshed, and the woodshed is more like a carport than a woodshed. So all the wind-blown leaves end up inside the carport. And when I put my helmet on, putting the strap over my ear around the earbud, I managed to dislodge it on the left side, and it fell who knows where. Originally I thought it had fallen inside my clothing, so there's me taking off 2 layers of clothing looking for my earbud. Nope, wasn't there. I thought, well, it must be in the leaves. I don't want to step on it.
Distance 2.95 kilometers. Average heart rate 126. Workout average pace 8
Hi.
minutes 48 seconds per kilometer.
So I got find my phone feature on my phone, and they also have find my equipment kind of thing. You can find your iPad, or you can look for your earbuds. And an interesting feature is that you can make said missing item chirp. So I set that up, and I was walking around listening out for a chirp. Because I was close enough, it kept saying that it's with you. So being with you means that it's within earshot of you. Doesn't mean it's right with you. So that's where the chirp feature comes in. So I
Time
heard
27 minutes. Distance 3.08 kilometers. Average heart rate 137. Workout average pace 8 minutes 46 seconds per kilometer.
I heard this chirping going on, and eventually I tracked it down. It had fallen inside a box that I keep next to my e-bike with all the extra stuff that I don't necessarily have to lug around with me all the time. My charger for one, extra clothing, gloves, stuff that I have put in there and taken out that has got wet. So there it was, chirping away at me. So finally my luck had turned, and now I have sworn not to wear my earbuds when I'm riding my e-bike, because my e-bike, every single time I lost
Distance 3.16
an earbud,
Average heart rate 133.
it's always been
Workout average pace 8 minutes 51
putting
seconds per
on my
kilometer.
helmet. It's always been when I'm putting on my helmet. So for the time when I'm riding my e-bike or my regular bike, I can just have Samantha yelling at me through the air rather than through my earbuds. When I got to the golf course, I decided to stop listening to my quirks and quarks podcast and talk to you guys. I'd already decided that I was only going to record the loop of the golf course, having already telegraphed that information via my Facebook page, the Running Jackal podcast.
Time 29 minutes. Distance 3.25 kilometers. Average heart rate 120. Workout average pace 8 minutes 55 seconds per kilometer.
The Running Jackal podcast. People will already know where the show is coming from. But now, instead of listening for that zone change, I have to just listen to my body. Let me just take one photograph of the golf course right here, right now. Got it. Yep, so that's going to be my title photograph when I zip up my jacket and continue my run. This is the noisy end of the golf course. You might have heard that. I just heard her squawking a little bit as I pass the earth drums. And number 3. That's the best one. There's large cedar boxes with indigenous art carving on them. Salish, coastal Salish Indian native carving. The logo on each one.
1 minute. Distance 3.50 kilometers. Average heart rate 123. Workout average pace 8 minutes 50 seconds per kilometer.
So now I'm at the lowest point of the golf course, crossing Bowker Creek at the bottom end of the golf course. So now I have to make up the altitude back up to Kings Pond. And that comes up pretty soon. There is a major climb, and then there's a plateau region, and it kind of continues off to Kings Pond from there. Let me just check on this recording. It should be up to about 20 minutes by now. I'm going to pause it for a second so I can look.
Workout average pace 8 minutes 47 seconds per kilometer.
So I'm up to 19 minutes of recording. As I climb the hill behind the McRae farmhouse, which is now the Saanich Volunteers office, as an eagle flies overhead. Nope, I didn't get a chance to take a photograph. That is the disadvantage of winter running. I have to basically unzip a jacket, dig into my shirt.
Time 33 minutes. Distance 3.74 kilometers. Average heart rate 117. Workout average pace 8 minutes 49 seconds per kilometer.
8:49. That'll probably be down to 9-minute pace by the time I get to the middle of the golf course, the clubhouse. And then, as I say, it's pretty much a flat run from there to the top of Queensbury Avenue. Some intrepid runner behind me. Good job. I have muscle envy now whenever I see these young people with their bulging muscles, their calf muscles.
Time 34 minutes.
Bulging.
Distance 3.81 kilometers. Average heart rate 128. Workout average pace 8 minutes 54 seconds per kilometer.
Sarcopenia will hit everybody eventually. Especially if you're on a low protein diet and running intervals. The reason I say that is that since I've been using the heart rate zone change as my guide, I have been keeping my heart in a happy place, but it means that I haven't been stressing and adapting to effort for a long time since I turned off the
distance 3.94 kilometers. Average heart rate 130. Workout average pace 8 minutes 52 seconds per kilometer.
Since I turned off the zone change reminders, I have been pushing a little bit more into those zones of stress, which will cause the adaptation to take place. But I just have to be a little bit more conscious of perceived effort. It's only from minute to minute, so it's not like I'm going to get really stressed out into zone 5. But it has happened in the past. In the past week or so, I was in zone 4 when I thought I was in zone 2. And I was wondering why the zone
Time 36 minutes.
wasn't changing.
Distance 4.04 kilometers. Average heart rate 124. Workout average pace 8 minutes 53 seconds per kilometer.
124 is pretty much my ideal cruising altitude, so to speak, for my heart. That's about as high as I need to keep it on a regular basis to keep my body running into my 90s. Hello. So now I'm on the flat again. A good test of new shoes is if you forget that you're wearing them, then they're good. As far as I know, that's the best gauge.
Time 37 minutes. Distance 4.16 kilometers. Average heart rate 136. Workout average pace 8 minutes 52 seconds per kilometer.
136. See, that would be zone 3. Almost pushing into zone 4 there. So now I have to wait till it feels right. Hello again.
Hello.
Wait till it starts to feel right again, which will be soon. I'm up at the clubhouse now, Derby Road. Alright, time for some more running. Hello. See, now is when I start
38 minutes.
thinking.
Distance 4.26 kilometers. Average heart rate 137. Workout average pace 8 minutes 53 seconds per kilometer.
Well, I need to put on. Hi there. Put on some music, maybe. I'm not chasing a woman, which is not as bad as it seems. The only trouble is we're running at the same pace. I think I might be closing on her. Hello again. We're running about the same pace.
Well, have fun.
Yep, okay. You're letting me go.
You're letting me go?
You're letting me go.
Okay, you go.
I go.
I'm slower on the hills.
Me too. Hello there.
Hey, buddy.
Time 39 minutes. Distance 4.41 kilometers. Average heart rate 131. Workout average pace 8 minutes 50 seconds per kilometer.
8 minutes 50. It should only get better from here. Hi there. She's still right behind me. I should have let her go. Come on by.
See you in the bed.
Yeah. See you on the downside. Yep. See, she's got the muscles.
Time 40 minutes. Distance 4.55 kilometers. Average heart rate 150.
Hi.
Workout average pace 8 minutes 46 seconds per kilometer.
You see, I can get into the 150s, but it very soon put me out of breath as I pick up the pace again. She's no spring chicken either. I think she might be my age. I have to concede to better athletes than myself, regardless of age. As I take another walk break.
Time 41 minutes. Distance 4.69 kilometers. Average heart rate 155. Workout average pace 8 minutes 44 seconds per kilometer.
There you go. Keeping in front of that old lady stressed me a little bit. I wasn't trying to keep up with her. I was doing a walk when she jogged by me. And then, well, you heard the interaction that we had at the end. She's going to take the turn at King's Pond. And I'm going to go straight back to Fairways to pick up my bike and head for home. I have to make a fire today. Both Norma and Zaren
Distance
did a
4.80
wash.
kilometers. Average heart rate 137. Workout average pace 8 minutes 43 seconds per kilometer.
And when they do a wash, they want it to be dry. So I make a fire in the fireplace and warm up the ground floor of the house. Still haven't turned the heating on, and it's the 2nd of November already. The wood will last about a week more, and then I will have to put on the baseboard heaters, remembering to set the timer so that they don't stay on all night long. But normally what happens is we have the thermostat on.
Time 43 minutes. Distance 4.91 kilometers. Average heart rate 122. Workout average pace 8 minutes 45 seconds per kilometer.
And then when I get home, I make a fire, which overrides the baseboard heaters. But the more economical way of doing it is to not make a fire till the afternoon, and basically only when you start feeling uncomfortable, because most of the time we're either busy working or outside, or in the case of my wife doing her Pilates, so the house is pretty much empty. Hello.
Good morning. I think it's still morning.
It is, yeah. So, yep, it's morning for another
Time 44
14 minutes.
Distance 5.03 kilometers. Average heart rate 132. Workout average pace 8 minutes 44 seconds per kilometer.
As I finish the loop, pause the recording briefly to check on its duration
Pause.
and bid you adieu
Workout resumed.
at 31 minutes and change. Bye bye.